I know like per month she would do it like extremely well. Now that I think about it, she was doing extremely well for someone who had started a home business
Hmm.
without any social media, without any like
Yeah,
reach. But
incredible.
she like from her like she had built it to a point where she was doing like 10,000 customers a month, which is
Jesus.
insane. Like that. Eventually,
And
our
these were your own riders you were
no,
sending
no,
out?
this would be me in a car
Okay.
dropping the cakes, or my
Huh.
dad in a car dropping the cakes.
Right.
It was right next to our house. So we just made it. I had this Honda City,
Huh.
which you know the Pranis like
Uh-huh.
crystal lights. Wali. So for me, quitting my job and joining Rena's
Hmm.
to start the restaurant was not like a difficult
A big,
decision.
big
I wasn't.
leap.
I was actually just waiting for permission from my mom.
Right.
I still remember the
Right.
day she. मैं always कहता था यार मुझे नौकरी छोड़नी है. I want to come
Huh.
back, and she'd be like no. But one day,
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Hapa After Five. I'm Umar Jalani, creative director and founder of Hapa Studios. Very excited about today's episode with Mr. Amar Mohsen. Amar started out in the corporate world working on big brands at Unilever. But then he did what most of us only dream of. He completely switched lanes and co founded Reena's Kitchenette, which soon became a household name in Lahore. And that was just a start. Since then, he's been behind some of the coolest and most loved food spots in the city, with notable mentions being Dan Dan, For the Table, Exo Chinese Chips, Lahori Giri, and most recently, Keprek. Every place has its own vibe, its own identity, and somehow he makes it all work. Amar, welcome.
hi, good to be here.
You started your career in the corporate world. What drew you to marketing and the food business in the first place?
Marketing first or like the food
Either.
business? So the food business, I've always been into because was born into a foodie household.
Hmm.
My mom was Reena,
Yeah.
and she'd been baking cakes since the early 2000s, probably like 99, 2001. And we like me, my sister, my younger brother had been working with her in her home cake
Oh,
business, right?
really? Oh, okay.
So that's actually probably my first job, right?
This is
This
before
is
Food
this is
Panda
like
as well.
pre like this 2000, 2001.
Acha.
My mom was selling cakes from home and by the name of Rena's Kitchenette.
Ah, okay.
And she would be selling, and she had two popular cakes. She
Yeah.
had this chocolate Toblerone and
Yes.
a coffee crunch or a caramel crunch. And they
Right.
would do really well.
Right.
And I know like per month she would do it like extremely well. Now that I think about it, she was doing extremely well for someone who had started a home business
Hmm.
without any social media, without any like
Yeah.
reach. But
Incredible.
she like from her like she'd built it to a point where she was doing like 10,000 customers a month, which is
Jesus.
insane. Like that number was
So this is all
uh,
word of mouth.
this is all word of mouth.
Hmm.
And by the time that I had quit and joined Unilever,
Hmm.
that's those numbers were like 10k cakes a month,
Right.
which were like great numbers for anyone, for any
Right.
small business that came like they
Hmm.
started from the household, right?
Right.
So initially like so जब
So
आप
your mom was like, I need more help and more hands
yeah,
on
yeah. So
deck.
as the business grew,
Huh.
like like our house, we used to live in this rented house in Defense.
Yeah.
The room started convert like all of us siblings went into one room, and
Right.
then there was this cake room.
And cakes were in another room.
Ek room. So there's this one room for cake icing.
Huh.
There's another room for cake baking,
Right.
and everything was done from home. And very early, like because I was always into drawing and the arts, like I
Hmm.
started decorating cakes.
Oh, nice.
And I still remember the first ever cake that I made was like this 60 pound Sea World
Hmm.
theme. Sorry,
Really?
कहते हैं by like
That's
this
very interesting.
भेड़िया टाउन की बर्थडे हो रही थी.
Huh.
सही है, उन्होंने कहा हमें एक बहुत बड़ा केक चाहिए सी वर्ल्ड वाला.
Huh.
So I started drawing and like icing on the cakes,
Right.
and that is something that like, and my mom and our parents, because like money was always tight,
Right.
but all of us were incentivized through the business. So my mom would pay me like 50 rupees per pound
Oh,
at that point in
great.
time to
That's a good
yeah, that was a
incentive.
so I like
How old were
very
you at this time? You were about
so I was like so I started doing it in A levels,
okay.
O levels, A levels, and then going into college I was still making cakes,
Okay.
and all my money that I would receive from my parents would be through the cakes.
Amazing.
So some months would be really good, like for some like a young 19, 20-year-old,
Right.
कभी-कभी 50,000 भी बन
हाँ,
जाते थे.
कमाल.
But most of it like came and went.
So I understand Rena's Kitchenette was your first restaurant with
Yeah.
your mom, right? So how did she plan to switch from baking cakes to?
So she didn't plan to.
Okay.
I think so I'll tell you a bit. So she was doing it from home.
Yeah.
And then she was doing it from a home in DHA.
Right.
Our neighbors complained कि ना there'll be गाड़ियों की लाइन लगी होती है बाहर, ये पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं
जो पिकअप करने आ
जो
रहे
pick up करने आते थे. And you know, at
हाँ.
certain points of the day there'd be like 15-20 cars outside,
Right.
and they'd be like, "ये
हो क्या रहे थे?
हो क्या रहा है, हर रोज आ जाती हैं गाड़ियां,
What's in
this
that
is not
cake?
normal, right?" So then they complained to DHA that they're doing a business from the house.
Right.
And DHA came and said, "Okay, you know,
You can't.
this is a residential area, you can't do this."
Right.
So we then moved to a smaller location in the same कहते हैं block, an X block, like a small shop. We'd still bake at home but deliver cakes
Right.
to the location. So that was step number
Right.
one. Eventually,
And these were your own riders you were sending
no,
out?
this would be me in a car,
Okay.
dropping the cakes, or my dad in a car dropping the cakes.
Right.
It was right next to our house. So we just मेरे उस ज़माने में I had this Honda City, which you know the पुरानी like crystal lights वाली.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
Legend.
उसके पीछे एक स्टील का डब्बा होता था,
हाँ.
और उसमें मैं केक्स रखता था. Any
Nice.
friend that I would have also in the vicinity,
Yeah.
I'd say कि आज जो हम केक डिलीवरी करें. So that was so
तो
that
कैसे हाँ switch
so
कैसे हुआ?
that happened.
Hmm.
So I left to work for Unilever.
Yeah.
And my sister Batul, who's the executive head chef for all the restaurants that we have, besides For the Table, which we are no longer a part of.
Yeah.
She went for culinary school.
Hmm.
So she went to France. She went to south of
Oh,
France.
nice.
So she trained as a patisserie chef first. Worked in a hotel. She worked in Courchevel for 3-4 months,
Hmm.
and then she came back.
Right.
So by the time एक और जो मेन कैटलिस्ट था वो था कि जो हमारा लैंडलॉर्ड था ना, छोटी दुकान का, उसने कहा आप ख़त्म करें लीज या बढ़ा रहे हैं इसको. So we found the Y block location as a bigger store. So we said, okay, we'll move the bakery here, have a nicer display, and like, you know, really level up.
Oh, okay.
But because Batul had that culinary experience, he said, you know, and she was the main driving force behind
Right.
it, not me.
Yeah.
For the first restaurant.
Yes.
She said, "Ke, you know, like because we're doing it and because I've learned this, I really want to turn it into a small restaurant cafe." And that's how like
So Batul is the real
Batul is
Reena.
the real driving force behind
fantastic.
the first Reena.
So how is it like working with family? Is it easy or is it
So-
does it interfere in family
Yeah, it's because
sort of matters?
it's easy and like difficult at the same
Right.
time. It's like
Like you can't
So
really
I-
get
so-
too pissed off at your family member.
that's
right?
true also, but I think then we're always on also, right? Because you like
Yeah, that's
every
true.
vacation is work. You're always thinking about stuff. You're also like घर पे आते हो, so it's always bouncing ideas and thinking about कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या मसले आ रहे हैं, staff में क्या मसले आ रहे हैं.
Does it make you closer with your family?
It does. Any project that you do, like even if it's
Absolutely.
with anyone, like it makes you closer.
Yeah,
तो वो तो
yeah.
है.
And so after that,
I was actually working at that, so I'll just continue.
yeah, please.
So I was actually working at that time when they decided to move to a location at Unilever.
Right.
And I'd come and you know like I'd fly in for market visits vagera, and I'd sit with the architect and plan like give inputs in design, etc. But I started feeling this feeling of FOMO working there. कि, yeah, you know, like these guys are about to do something nice.
Yeah.
And you know, I really believed in Batul's ability to do something nice.
Yeah.
And my mom's like consistent brand because she already had that customer base, right? So for me, quitting my job and joining Reena's to start the restaurant was not like a difficult
A
decision.
big
I wasn't.
leap.
I was actually just waiting for permission from my mom.
Right.
I still remember the
Right.
day मैं हर रोज कहता था यार मुझे नौकरी छोड़नी है, I want to come
हाँ.
back, and she'd be like no. But one day, you know, things were just not working out.
There was enough money coming in.
No, it
and-
wasn't enough money. It's just that there was a lot of pressure to launch
Right.
and things weren't happening. And then
Yeah.
she just called me one day and she said, you know, we actually do really need you
Right.
here because there's a lot of elements that we don't know. कि किस तरह
By
करना
the
है.
way, I mean, we ran Reena's social media for,
I know, I remember.
think, a couple of years
yeah,
or
the
something.
first 2-3 years.
And I think for us, it was also quite challenging. And for you guys, it was also new because
Yeah.
you guys were, it was the first time you were running a restaurant.
Yeah.
And we were also new to the food industry.
Yeah.
Then they fired us in the end and started,
No,
started doing
actually,
themselves.
we were here. My biggest bond was with the art director, Shafak.
Right. Yes.
And I'll mention her here.
Yes.
And the day she quit, I'm like, okay, to nahi, I
Yeah.
can't stay.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
And I think now you have your own in-house team,
Yeah,
which
we
is
have
running.
in-house.
I think that's a great decision
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a very day-to-day thing,
That's true.
and content is being generated every day. And I don't think any agency would be able to match an
100%.
in-house team because of just
100%,
the way it works. So I mean, mostly after so Rena's has two branches.
Three branches.
Three branches.
So we have DHA Y Block,
Right.
Gulberg, and Dolmen Mall.
Your first branch was in
So it was in Y Block, DHA.
Yeah.
Then we moved to a larger location next door.
right,
And the old location, our first branch became For the Table.
right. So after Rena's, like where do your ideas come from? Like where do you think? How do you do your market research and see that this is where I want to launch a new brand?
So for Dan Dan,
Yeah.
so after Rena's, the other brand that we did was Dan Dan, right? And Dan Dan we started doing in 2019.
Right.
So because of my Unilever training, like it was so it comes from data, but also from insight कि अच्छा globally क्या हो रहा है.
Right.
2019 में Hotpot this is pre-COVID, as a category was growing. It was the fastest growing food category in the world, right?
Oh wow.
Hadi Lao, which is like this Chinese brand, became a $7 billion brand in that year, and you could tell that it was on trend. It was healthy. It was poached. It was food that wasn't fried but tasted great.
Right.
So I also fell in love with hot pot cuisine also, and I also had a chance encounter with this guy called Chen, who was living in Pakistan, and he would call these people over for hot pot at his place.
Oh, okay.
So
that's very interesting.
So I met Chen in 2018, 2019.
Right.
I'd go and he'd host these
hot
pot parties, and a lot of people would go there, and I'd see that on Instagram, and फिर मैंने कहा मुझे भी जाना है, so I self-invited myself.
Right.
Then me and Chen became friends, and I said, okay, Chen, we should open a hot pot restaurant
Right.
together. So that's how
you open it with Chen.
So we did open. Chen is still a partner.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
So Chen.
So the data which you get around the world, you think it
It
applies?
applies, of course. Obviously you have to like put some insight into it. कि क्या,
Right.
like does it?
I mean, do you need to localize it for
to
Pakistani
some
taste?
we did localize
Okay.
Dan Dan quite a lot.
Like extra spices.
No, so I think I saw Hadi Lao as a model.
Yeah.
What they do is that every place that they go, they localize the broths. सही है जो
Okay.
poaching broth होते हैं. So
Right.
for example, Thailand में आपको एक tomato base भी मिलेगी.
हाँ.
So we like hypothesized that if we want to do additional broths, we have to do flavors that people are already used to or comfortable with.
Right.
That's why we added a tom yum broth, because tom yum food like soup was really
it's very
and a laksa broth.
bilkul.
So both like flavors that people
We
were
love
already
it.
used to
Yes.
in the Asian cuisine, we just added that.
Hmm.
So we do localize, but not to that extent. And like Dan Dan isn't just a hot pot restaurant; it also does like great in like Chinese food.
So business wise, you use the capital from Rena's to open Dan Dan, or was it
Okay, no.
completely different?
So Dan Dan की story बहुत ही interesting है, because Dan Dan we tried opening in 2019.
Yeah.
I got my parents to invest, and COVID happened. So we were opening in phase
damn.
5 defense. So it was
Terrible timing.
Chen, and Batul. We
Right.
said, okay, Rena's and Chen, we said we'll do it together.
Right.
And when COVID happened, and we'd already gotten this machinery from China, we gotten this equipment, we had to shut everything down and just refocused our like energies on just making sure that Rena's survives. We said, okay, Rena's is our.
Yes.
So हमने Rena's पे बहुत, and we
Oh,
said, okay,
yes.
this is our loss. Dan Dan isn't happening.
Hmm.
We negotiated with our landlord, got some advance back, put everything that we had into a warehouse, and said this is done and dusted. When COVID was ending towards 21, I really wanted to do Dan Dan again. However, my parents, being risk averse, were like, you've already lost us this amount of money, and we don't really want to. We're old people. We're old. We like
Too much stress.
It's super stressful, and we work
Why
all
don't you
our
invest
lives.
your own money, buddy?
No, I'm just saying. So, I actually did. So, I actually got really lucky, and I had this Salman Tour painting.
Yeah.
And it was called Three Men and Trays, which
Yeah.
he sold, which I bought for like 350,000 rupees,
Yeah.
and I entered it selling it for like 240,000.
No way.
Yeah.
And that's the.
So it wasn't enough.
Wow, that's
it wasn't enough.
No, it doesn't sound enough.
It wasn't enough, but it was my part of it. Then we like I
Right.
Raza Ahmed from Bamboo Union,
Yes.
who I started. I grew really close with during COVID.
Yeah.
Because we were working with the government for policy making through
Bilkul.
the Lahore Restaurant Association.
Bilkul.
So I invited him in. I said, you need to try hot pot. So I took him to Chen's house. I said, this is the best hot pot in Lahore. He had it. He's like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I said, why don't you invest 50% and we invest
Fantastic.
50% and try to do Dan Dan again.
Right.
So that's what.
Oh, amazing. And I
Yeah.
love Raza Ahmed. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
great restaurant guy.
he's
We
a he's
also
a
did Bamboo Union
yeah,
of
at
social
one point.
media. The logos were
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And he's a fantastic person to
And
work
he's
with.
great. I think
Yeah.
Raza is
And he has a very calm, I think your
100
and his
100%.
vibe works very, very
100%.
well.
Raza actually fills a lot of gaps that I have as
Yes.
a, like he's great with systems.
Yeah.
He's great with administration.
Hmm.
You know, the kind of leakages that I have at Rena's, he
Right.
doesn't have at Dan Dan or Bamboo.
Fantastic.
He has
Shout
a
out
really-
to Raza Ahmed.
He
in
has
the
a
middle.
really like strong hand over like operations.
Absolutely. I think he automated a lot of systems even within his own
Yeah,
restaurants.
100%.
And stuff
And
things
he
like that.
also like what he brought. He's the one who actually, so Dan Dan before Raza came in
Yeah.
was I was imagining it to be a smaller high end restaurant, and he came in. He said, this doesn't make sense. We need 100-seater. We need a bigger restaurant. He all came in. He said, the kind of.
I mean, that sounds really scary when someone says
no,
that.
no. He's like it's great. Like everything that he said, we all incorporated, and Dan Dan is what it is today.
Amazing.
Because of him. So
So I mean that is where I mean marketing food is not a piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
pun intended.
I saw that. Yeah.
So what's your process for launching a new concept in such a crowded market generally? Like, is it just that
okay,
you're
so-
providing something different to people?
Thoda sa, like, so there's whenever, so for Dan Dana, when we eventually were about to launch,
Yeah.
Hotpot had already existed in Karachi with Bang Bang, and it was becoming a thing.
Right.
Right. So 2018, it wasn't. 2019, when we were launching Dan Dan, it wasn't as big of a trend.
Right.
But in 2021, it was huge. So we understood that this could work. Whenever you're launching something new, I believe like a new category, I feel like if you position it premium, it has a higher chance of working. That's
Right.
so that's
Yes.
like
I don't know if you should air that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I believe, right?
Yeah.
I believe that if you're launching a new category,
I mean, it creates a novelty.
it creates a novelty
Yeah.
because the kind of customers that you want to appeal to
Right.
are also the people who can afford it. Like, are also the people who are people who are, who will take the risk with something new. Are a certain category in our
Right.
like in the demographic. So
Demographic,
top of
right.
the pyramid, right?
Bilkul.
So I felt like if you want to I felt like instead of doing a street side hot pot restaurant, we should do a premium hot pot restaurant. We
Right.
should just cater to people who are willing to spend that money, willing to experiment something new, and also make hot pot premium, right? We're
Right.
doing premium meats, premium broths, and
I mean, it's a good approach. I mean, this is then why when people start launching Dan Dan Express, which
Yeah.
might be like a street side thing.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can.
because they come
Top
they
to
set
bottom.
the thing and then they
Yeah, and
kind
like
of-
back in
Yeah.
the one story that like one example that we always give in in terms of premium positioning or positioning premium to start off with is कि किसी से भी पूछते हैं कि if you want to तुम मर्सिडीज की सस्ती गाड़ी खरीदोगे या सुजुकी की महंगी गाड़ी खरीदोगे.
that's a good
Right?
question.
That's why the A class was a hit, right? And the
Yeah.
Suzuki Liana or whatever the premium version is
Right.
doesn't really do well.
Hardly work.
Because it's easy to position down